Okay, so we're started. All right, so thanks guys for taking the time out. If you are new, this is awesome training. If you've been in the business for a little bit, it's a really good refresh, I think, which we all need sometimes. So I'm going to just sort of quickly go over in a little bit of detail what to really focus on in your first 30 days with Nerium. So you have kind of two goals that you really want to try to reach in those first 30 days. And if you don't reach them, believe me, there are many people that have been very successful in the business that have not hit these goals. So if you have been in the business for a while and you didn't, this is just a really good time to kind of reboot, maybe pretend this is your first 30 days and go from there. So if you can get to fast start qualifying, that means that you have either gotten 9 customers and $1,000 in volume in your first 30 days, or you've actually gotten 3 brand partners. So a brand partner is someone that's going to sign up underneath you to also sell Nerium with you. What I always say is when you first start the business, make a list of 10 people that you want to do the business with. So whether it's people that you think would be really good at the business, someone you think would benefit from what Nerium has to offer, whether it be from compensation, from the social networking you get, or from the culture that Nerium offers, or if it's just somebody that you really want to do the business with. So for me, obviously, it was my sister. I'm like, I want to do this with someone that I'm close to, that I also think would be good at it. And it's kind of fun to have a buddy that you're working the business with. So I always say try to write those down. And if you can get 3 people to sign up in your first 30 days, that's a big goal. It's achievable, but it might take a little extra work than you may have the time for. And again, Nerium is what you put into it, you will get back from it. So the other thing is in the first 60 days. So you have your start date and then day 60. So in that span of time, if you are able to get those 3 brand partners and $4,500 in qualifying volume. So qualifying volume is your orders, your customers' orders, your brand partners, and their customers' orders. If that makes sense. So if you have 3 people underneath you, all of the customers in those 3 legs in those first 60 days, if you're able to reach that 4,500 in volume, that's going to get you to director. And so if you can do that in 60 days, you're going to actually get a pretty nice cash bonus, or you can opt to get an iPad. And again, it just sets you up for success right away. But if you're not able to do it, it's okay. I always say this, don't compare yourself to everybody else, because everyone else's situation is different. And these are just goals that Nerium sets for you. It doesn't mean you will not be successful if you don't hit them. I feel like that's very important to say, because it's sometimes human nature makes us all compare ourselves to other people, and that's heartache written all over it. Everybody has a different kind of timeline. So the next thing is that fast start qualifying I was talking about with the 9 customers. If you don't hit that in the first month, it's okay. But your goal should always be to try to get to those 9 customers, because what's nice is once you hit 9 customers, you're making the maximum amount of compensation that you can get on someone's first time order. So when you first start out, you're going to be making a different percentage than once you hit that ninth customer. Once you hit that 9th customer, you're going to be making 26% off of what that person orders. That's a really good percentage, and you'll earn that from that 9th customer forever, off every first order. So that's what we call maxing your CAB. So the CAB is a customer acquisition bonus. So again, that just means the compensation that you're getting, the commission that you're getting off that first person's order. And that's something that you're going to get paid on, the following week, that following Wednesday, you're going to get that pay. And again, I was just mentioning our compensation plan is a little complex. I'm still figuring it out. I actually have it pulled up in case anybody has questions, because it can It's nice that we get paid so many different ways, but it's also a little bit confusing sometimes. So with your first month, you're going to have your different goals, but I always tell people, like, hitting those fast start qualifying goals are really exciting. It's a great goal to set for yourself. But what you want most likely is to get your product for free the following month. Many of us join to get our product for free the following month because we really loved the product. So that's going to take 3 customers. So you want to get 3 preferred customers in your first 30 days. So you get credit the following month. That credit is actually based on the average of what those customers order. So if you have 4 customers order, you're going to take the total of those orders and you're going to divide it by 4. And that's the credit you're going to get the following month. To be a brand partner, you need to have an auto delivery order of $80 or more to get paid, and again, to be considered a brand partner. So that credit that you get, you can apply that towards your auto delivery order, and then you're likely not going to have to pay, and hopefully you're going to get some even extra product for free. So again, that's 3 customers minimum you need to get a credit for the following month, and that's going to apply towards your auto delivery order. And that goes out the same time every month. So if you were a customer, or if you just started as a brand partner, that day you signed up, so say you signed up on the 6th of the month, the 6th of the next month, so the 6th of May, your auto delivery order is going to go out. So you want to make sure that you talk to whoever your upline is, or myself or Shai or anybody on this call really can help you figure out how to make sure that your auto delivery order matches your credit. You want to make sure that your credit is you're not using all of that credit. You want to make sure you're using all that credit. So that is that piece of it. The next thing I want to say is, for all of us, myself included, going into your leadership dashboard and going to your training center is really important. There's new training all the time, but that's also where we're doing all of our training for new brand partners right now. At one point, we had a different area we were going to for training, which was newstart.com. So if that's what you were given, that is actually down right now. So what you want to do for training when you first start is go to leadership dashboard, and then you're going to go to Nerium University. There's like a little tab that says training, and Nerium University is there. So that's where you're going to want to go for your training. And please, at any time, reach out. We're always here. That's why we have our group feed. So we have Team Nerium and we have Simply Elite. You can ask in any of those. Team Nerium is just those that are underneath Shyla and myself. Simply Elite is a little bit bigger of a group. So there's more people in there, but honestly, no question is a dumb question. So please feel free to ask. So next is, when you sign up, the first thing you want to do is plan 2 launch parties. Or if you are someone that's kind of resetting your Nerium business, set 2 launch parties. So set a home party and set a Facebook party. The home party, I always say invite as many people as you can, because a lot of people are either going to be busy or they're not going to show up. And the other thing that I have learned more recently is the night before, try to send out a text or call, which I know is a pain in the butt, but it's going to pay off. 20 to 30% of people they say that you invite will completely forget you're even having a party. So send out that message or that call, because it's very helpful. Home parties are incredibly successful because the people that come are able to sample the product. So you can put eye serum on someone. You can have them try the Youth Factor. You can have them try the new pre and probiotics, so they can get an idea of what it tastes like, what it feels like. And usually that's really what's going to get you that sale. So home parties are awesome. If you have a home party and one person comes, that's one person. So, I mean, we've all had them. I've had parties here. I had one last month. I think one person came. Otherwise, it was all brand partners. So it happens. Don't let it get you down if you can't get people to your home parties. But what I do say is, if you've invited, 20 people to a home party and 2 people show up, then you're sending messages to 18 people the next day saying, hey, sorry you missed it. I'm having a Facebook party on such and such a date. It's going to be live for a while. I would love for you to jump on so you can hear about the products, get them on that Facebook party. That's going to be very, very helpful for you. And really that goal is 2 launch parties within your first 2 weeks of signing on. And I know, like Trisha, I know some of you that are on the call, you have your launch parties set up, which is awesome. It's a really exciting time. You're excited about the business. We're excited to help you about the business. So it's a really awesome time. But again, if you're resetting your Nerium business, have a launch party. They're fun. If anything, you get together with a few of us and we can hang out and eat and talk Nerium, and hopefully some people show up. So love having home parties. The second thing is, no, not the second thing. I'm on my 4th thing. So we have a team call every Sunday night. So that is Shallon and Patrick Murphy. They're like our upline. So they do a team call. They usually have a guest speaker, and it's every Sunday night. They also have a replay that's, you can listen to it for the rest of the week if you're not able to get on Sunday nights. I'm trying to nail down my own personal goals and trying to at least get on 2 of them on a Sunday night out of the month. That's my goal. I know it's hard. Sunday nights are hard, but these team calls are really inspirational. They're motivational. They give you great ideas and great tips on what to do for your business. So I encourage you to try to get on the team call. The other thing that we always talk about is personal development. I didn't do this until 3 months ago. I now have realized I can't sit down and read a book at night, or I will fall asleep, or I just will start watching TV. So I downloaded some Audible books, and I listen to them when I'm cleaning or when I'm driving. So I have it on my phone. But personal development is one of our 10 core commitments, which you can read. We have them, on our Nerium webpage when you log in, or you actually get them in your starter kit, in your success planners listed. And personal development is one of the 10 core commitments that I didn't pay attention to until recently, and I wished I'd done it earlier. It's very helpful for your life, personally and in business. Currently, I'm reading a book. I won't say the word in case kids are watching, but it's I think How Not to Give a You Know What. And for me, it's been really helpful because it's been helpful business-wise and personal-wise. So there's so many books out there. We have a group feed that's called Personal Development. If you want to be added to that, let me know. And honestly, all it is people just saying, I just read this book, it's awesome, or this one's not so great. So it's just kind of giving tips on that. We're all super busy with kids and work, or, a million things going on, a lot of stressors. So spending time to read a book isn't always a priority, but, spending like 5 to 10 minutes a day, it can really pay off. So that's my 2 cents on personal development. So the next thing is Facebook posting. So we encourage people to post before and after pictures or a little blurb about a product twice a day. They say like peak time for people to be on Facebook is between 6 and 8 in the morning and 6 and 8 at night. So that's a really awesome time. I personally try to do a personal post as well. You sort of want Facebook to be, your story. I think I just heard Patrick Murphy say this. So he said, have Facebook be, the story about you, and have your Nerium comments be the commercials in between your story, which I thought was kind of a cool idea. So, keep it simple. I always try to say do 1 or 2 pictures. Otherwise, people get overwhelmed and they scroll through. We are all posting all the time. There is no harm or foul in copying someone's picture and someone's verbiage. What I always say not to do is be cautious if someone has put their own website in the post. You don't want to be posting somebody's website. You also probably don't want to share their post. You want to make it your own original post. And if you're having trouble at all doing Facebook posts, reach out. It can take us 5 minutes to show you kind of a quick way to be able to do that. I always want to make sure I say you can't make any medical claims. So you can't use any medical verbiage. You can always say like, this is what worked for me with this current situation, but we can't say, Nerium night cream cures acne. We can't say that. It's compliance thing. So we could get called, you know, saying you can't do that. The next thing is 2 exposures a day. So an exposure can be when you bring someone from having no idea what Nerium is to now knowing what Nerium is. So your goal should really be 2 people a day, 5 days a week. That's going to get you customers and it's going to get you brand partners. So constantly kind of looking for newer people is huge. Work, family, Facebook, it honestly is free marketing. So it's kind of silly not to use it. Some people don't, which is fine. But I would say definitely take advantage of the free marketing. And message people. I have a lot of success with just messaging people, reaching out and saying, hey, I just started with this new company. I'm super excited about the products they have to offer. It's all natural, holistic approach to wellness and anti-aging. Can I send you some info? Keep it short and sweet. You know, and I definitely friend new people. I try to friend, you know, 2 or 3 new people a day, making sure, you know, it's someone that it's a mutual friend or a new person that you just started working with, you know, and kind of keep it light and personal, and then maybe talk to them a little bit about the business if you're comfortable with that down the road. And they're going to see your posts. And if people aren't liking or commenting on your posts, that happens to all of us, but people are seeing them. And twice a day, the reason we say twice a day is because there's a lot of times you post something and it gets lost. You know, it doesn't show up on somebody's feed. Posting twice a day is going to give you more of an advantage that someone new might see that post. And there's always a lot of really great pictures in our team Facebook. So we have Goal Diggers and we have Team Next Level. So if you're not in either or you're not in both of those Facebook groups, let us know and we'll make sure we get you in there. But they also have a gallery of photos that you can use too, labeled based on which product. And then the next thing is Nerium gives back points. So that's something that if you came in to the business with the $500 kit, you automatically qualify for that. If you did not, then you have to hit 500 in qualifying volume, which is either volume from products you are buying or your customers are buying, and that's by day 30. So Nerium gives back points is if you have a customer that orders 2 consecutive months, you're going to get points based on what they order that second month. So if they order a night cream that second month, you're actually going to get 80 points that you can use on products. So you can cash these points out and you can get free products, whether you're going to sample them out or whether you're going to use them as an incentive for someone to buy, or you're going to use them yourself or gift them out for someone that maybe can't afford it, but you know down the road maybe they'll buy it. Whatever you want to do with that product, definitely use it for your business, I would say. But it's a really awesome way that Nerium wants us to market the products a little bit more. Sampling is huge. So when you first start out, make a list of people you want to sample to. Post on Facebook that you have a select amount of products and you really want people to try them. Ask who's willing to, trial them for you. And, you're always going to want to follow up. So anybody you sample to, you definitely want to make sure you mark your calendar, whether it's the night cream or the eye serum, you want to follow up with that person. You want to see what their thoughts are, and you don't want too much time to go by before you do that. So sampling, again, you can, talk with your upline. There's a lot of different ways we sample. We can mail it out or we can meet up with somebody. I constantly carry eye serum samples. If you don't have those, it's something really good to get maybe in your auto delivery order the following month. It's a box that we can actually order with individual. It's 30 packets of eye serum. So that's 30 people that you can reach out to and utilize those samples on, and hopefully, that's a potential customer down the line. I think that was it that I wanted to say on sampling. I didn't write too much down about it. And then with Facebook posting, the other thing I wanted to say is I do try to spend like 2 or 3 minutes a day just commenting on other Nerium brand partners' posts. The more you comment on other people, the more they're going to comment on yours. The more comments you get on your posts, the more it's going to show up in other people's news feeds, which is a huge advantage. So try to comment on people's posts. And usually, you know, it's like you scratch their back, they'll scratch yours. So they're going to likely comment on your post. And then the other thing I always say is get a planner. Having a planner really helps to organize your month. So whether it's you're trying to track your exposures, you're trying to track your goals, everybody's goals are different, select a date for your goal and make it specific. So if you want to get 3 new customers, write down when you want to get those customers by, but back it up. So if you want to get those customers by the end of the month, all the days from when the date is today to that end of the month, you need to write down an activity you're doing every day to get that customer. Posting on Facebook alone is probably not going to get you a lot of customers right away. You need to follow up. You want to reach out. People are going to see it, but they're going to think it's new. They're not really sure. So make it personal. Definitely reach out to people. What else? The planner, organize, exposures, posts, follow-ups, and set goal dates. And the main thing, you know, that's new right now is we have a promotion, which is each one, reach one. So what that means is every brand partner that gets 1 brand partner this month, it has to be at the $500 kit. They're going to have access to some pretty awesome cash bonuses and training and recognition in May and June. So they're not telling us the specifics of what these bonuses are. They're just telling us they're really awesome. And you're not going to have the eligibility to get them unless you get that 1 brand partner this month. So if your goal is to get 1 brand partner or to hit this each one, reach one, definitely reach out because I love game planning with people. Personally, I think that is what has helped me the most is having my upline game plan with me and just simplifying things. I just went over a lot. So it can seem very confusing and complex, but we're all here to kind of break it down and simplify it day by day so you're not feeling overwhelmed. The other thing, oh, thanks, Shai. I love that you just texted me. The other thing is we don't just have the each one, reach one, but we have what is called a power up bonus, and that's for this month only. So if you fast start qualify this month, you're going to get, whether it's with customers or brand partners, you're going to get Miriam's usual cash bonus. But with the power up bonus, you're going to get an extra $100 on top of that if you fast start qualify. You're going to get a $200 cash bonus if you go from being a brand partner to being a director. And that's on top of whether you choose an iPad or an extra $350 in cash. So a lot can happen this month. It's feasible for everybody. You just have to honestly sit down with someone in the upline and game plan your month out. It will pay off. Sitting down and writing down these goals and doing the activity every day and having someone else to bounce it off of that you don't talk to every day, just a little outside perspective, it's incredibly helpful. So I can't stress enough that if, you know, myself or Shai reach out to you and say, hey, let's game plan on this day, don't not take that opportunity to game plan. It's very, very helpful. And the other thing is I always tell people don't waste time on worrying about what someone else is doing or feeling like you need to compete with them. It's so hard to not get down on yourself. Again, like I said at the beginning, it's human nature to be negative. But if you're positive thinking, positive things are going to happen. So keep thinking positive, keep writing a list, use a planner, or print out a calendar. You can print them out for free online. And that's going to be a huge way to get you to your goal, which I think everybody can get there. It's just different ways to approach it sometimes is what helps the most. What else? And then learn from personal experiences. So I can tell you we've all done things probably that were like, oh, that definitely didn't work, but really look into what didn't work and what did work. And if you see someone that's being like insanely successful, don't be like, ugh, I can't be like them. Reach out. Honestly, when you're in Nerium, I feel like it's free game to reach out to whomever. They don't have to be on our team. We all want to help each other. I just had someone reach out to me recently that wants to sit down and game plan, and they're not even on our team. I was incredibly flattered, but a little taken aback. But then I realized, you know what, like, why not? It's totally fine. So listen, get on these calls, get on the Zooms. The more I listen in on the opportunities that we have with these Zooms and these team calls, the more I learn. So just be open to learning and know that people are going to be negative. Know that you're going to hear no's. If you're not hearing someone say no every day, then you're probably not being super successful in the business, because hearing a no it's going to get you to the next yes. So you might have 12 no's before you hear a yes, but that yes is pretty fabulous. It's a pretty good feeling. So people want this product. More and more people are hearing about it. So you want to be the person that introduces it. So that's it. I went over 9 o'clock. I didn't mean to. You guys have an awesome night. We're going to end in 10 minutes. So we have 10 more minutes. Did anybody have a question? Is there any questions I can answer while I have you guys on? If not, it's totally fine. You can always reach out, message us. Ooh, Christiana, did you raise your hand? How do I think I unmuted you. Did you mean to?
Oh, yeah, I did. So when you said the gallery for the Facebook stuff, so where's the gallery? Is that, because like I was looking on the website and I couldn't find it.
So it's it's actually our Facebook page. So you should be in Goal Diggers and Team Next Level are the two Facebook pages that the teams have. So if you go, I'm going on there right now because I wanted to see.
Okay, because I was looking on the Nerium page, so that makes sense.
So if you go on Facebook and you type in Goal Diggers, that's going to bring you to our Facebook page. So if you click on it, there's going to be I can do a screenshot of it, but I think there's a section that has photos.
Okay. Yep.
Click on photos. It's going to give you like all these different albums, and it's going to be specific to probably product and business stuff. And that's going to give you like a ton of pictures that you can use. And they're all sort of like, they're compliance appropriate, so to speak. So they're pictures that like our upline has said, yeah, these are definitely legit pictures. You should use these.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did anybody else have questions? All right, guys. Thank you so much. And let me see, I think I can stop the recording, and then I'll share this. So if you know anybody that wanted to get on that couldn't get on, just let them know. I'm definitely going to be able to share this once I upload it to YouTube. Takes me like a day to figure it out, but I will. So thank you guys so much and have a good night.
Thank you.